Hi Gemini, thank you for joining me. We're going to do a past, present and future read. So it's a general read and it won't resonate for everyone, so please take the bits that fit and leave the rest, and cross-watchers bear in mind that roles can be reversed. I'm going to start with the Moonology Oracle card today. Allegedly. You get your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. Perhaps thinking about long-term commitments and where they stand at the moment. Please don't sit in the way, Belle. Okay, Gemini. What's going on? Eight of Swords kicking us off for the recent past. Ah, okay. Queen of Air. Queen of Swords is the overall energy for the reading. Might be in a place at the minute where you're not prepared to take anybody's nonsense. You know, she has a very good cut-off game. You might be quite guarded with your emotions at the moment. I do suspect that's going to change, to be honest, because I can feel like a wave of emotion moving through me in the present time and in the near future as well. What I will say reassuringly, if anything's not great at the minute, the last card we have is the card of victory. I've got the a wish fulfillment, emotional fulfillment that I can see out here. There's a lot going on. So, recent past, Eight of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Cups. I'm not sure really. I don't want to speculate at this stage. I'm just going to go in and clarify. Too many there. Try again. Strengthen the tower. Ooh. Something came crashing down. Wow. So, possibly recently, I think recent past, feeling a little bit stuck. This could be, you know, when it says your commitment's being tested, have you been bound to something for too long? With the Eight of Swords, you know, she's not as stuck as she feels. It's almost a situation you can't find your way out of, and what's happened here is, I just feel like there's been a bit of a blow up. Whether you found the strength to kind of bring this crashing down, maybe something needed to come to an end in your mind and you've not known how to do it. You know, we've been just stuck in a cycle, just, yeah, not seeing the clear way out. I suspect that opening might have presented itself. For the Queen of Pentacles, I've got the Five of Swords and the Eight of Swords. I think just possibly feeling stressed, confused about where your, why am I going to say loyalty? Where your loyalty lies. I don't know why loyalty. I've never got that before. There's something I feel that you've not wanted to face. It's almost like you've not wanted to take off that blindfold and see the situation for what it is. So maybe just ignoring a situation and hoping that it would work itself out. For the Three of Cups, I've got the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. Some of you, there might be a friendship breakdown. Or just a very close connection that's perhaps, I don't know. I don't know if I'm getting the sense that you might be struggling to, or you may have struggled to prioritise in the past, or to spread yourself kind of among the different responsibilities and people that you'd like to give your time to. It's a bit, I don't know, it's a bit strange, is that one? Tell me about the Four of Pentacles. Let's have another card. The Emperor. I wonder if there's become a time actually that you've cut yourself off from people and just not given. Let's look at the present energy. So we have the Hierophant, Five of Pentacles, Six of Swords. Oh, new love or a new beginning in love for some of you, definitely. I'm just going to move through, paint the full picture. Okay. So, for the Hierophant, in the present energy, you get the Five of Pentacles, the Six of Swords. Something could be drawing to a close here. And it's a situation that... I don't know if this is something that you felt was part of your life's path and this was going to be around for a long time. But I'm definitely seeing a sense of loneliness, a sense of packing up and leaving something behind. And it might be that is the right path for you. Maybe something's drawn to a close, you know, it's kind of run its time, it's served its purpose. Regardless, it doesn't feel like a very nice energy. But as you move through, so in the very, very near future, we have the Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, Knight of Cups. This, to me, just feels like a declaration of love. Whether this is a new love or a new cycle, you know, in a current relationship, it feels nice. It feels like putting a warm blanket on somebody and just feeling soft and cosy. For the Three of Wands, we have the Two of Swords, the Devil. What is the issue with air signs kind of not being able to see their path clearly at the moment, not being able to decide which direction we're headed in? I tell you, potentially because we're in our heads a little too much with that Devil being out there. I kind of feel with this one, so, you know, we're at a crossroads, there's a decision to make, and the Devil, for me, he is just coming and jumbling everything up in your mind. You know, that's what's about, you can't think straight, you can't see things clearly, because I just feel like maybe there's just so much going on in your mind that you can't focus. I'm also getting a very, very negative, I don't know if this is a self-perception or, you know, self-critical messages, constant, and I don't know if that's louder than anything else that you're able to think about, and that is probably what is causing the difficulty. And I kind of feel like a lack of action. It's all going on up here, but nothing's really happening on the surface. So for the near future, I have the Strength card, which is a good sign. Seven of Wands, the Death card. Okay, so perhaps a situation that's been really, really difficult to deal with, and I think has probably taken quite an emotional toll on you, is going to work itself out one way or another. For the Nine of Cups here, I've got the Fool and the High Priestess. This is telling me, again, I always say, you know, I think air signs are very intuitive. Just go with what you feel though, because as much as we can also be governed, I think, a lot more by rationale and logic, let your emotions take you to where you're supposed to be. Because there's something here that's kind of, I just feel like if you express yourself, it's going to be like a weight's being taken off your shoulders. So maybe there's things you've not been able to say. Maybe, you know, and I feel like a suppression where I kind of think just release it. It's giving me that sense of sometimes people just need to cry just to get it out of the system, and it's giving me that, but like afterwards you'll be like, that feels so much better. I'm so glad that I've done that. So for this card, Victory here, the Six of Wands, so you have the Three of Pentacles and the King of Wands. This is collaboration. This is confidence, strength. I feel as though from kind of, if this was a week, from the start of the week to the end of the week, it'll be like day and night in terms of how you feel emotionally and, you know, your confidence. This may be then taking that support from somebody else, working on a new project, you know, just something really positive perhaps to sink your teeth into might be what's needed. Let's look at the Queen of Swords to finish us off. Queen of Wands, the Empress, Queen of Pentacles. Wow, big feminine energy there. Are we missing anybody? Yes, Queen of Cups. Interestingly, the emotion. Ultimately, now might be a time just to give to you and not to anybody else. Because although I suspect, well, I've picked up another energy in a romantic link, the majority of this I just feel is about you. So, you know, maybe that's just, maybe you need to figure some things out. Maybe you need to self-care, you know, make a long-term plan as to where you're headed. Everything just feels a little bit mumble-jumble at the minute. But I think definitely you're going to find your plan, I think, and once you start working on that, things will look different. Okay, so I'll leave that there for you. I hope you can take something from it, and thank you for joining me.